Got another Draken on the channel. It's called the Aoraki. I think that's what it's pronounced. It's an adventure field style watch. It's pretty cool. I've had this on the wrist all week and it's gotten quite a bit of looks from quite a few people, and very easy to see why. I like Draken because all the Draken watches that I've had on the channel, they've been fantastic quality, really got a particular signature with their case shapes. They're from New Zealand. I like the brand because it's not expensive and they offer good quality, unique looking watches. And what we've got here, there's actually 4 different dial variants and handset options. So instead of offering different colorways, what Draken have done, they've given us 4 different watches, 4 different layouts. You've got a Vector, you've got a Flieger like I've got in my hands, the Zulu and a Mil-Spec. And I've got to be honest guys, I'd love to have one of each. They look really impressive. But today we're going to focus on this Flieger. And you saw the pop-up, Draken has sponsored this video. They'll be sending me one of these watches. But in saying that, as with any manufacturer who sends any product into this channel, they have 0 input into the review itself. I'm going to tell you what I think of the watch, good, bad or indifferent. And as beautiful as this watch looks in my eyes, and its size and its wearability, there's a couple of little things that I really would have loved to see changed. So I'm going to put the review out there, see what Draken think. Hopefully before production goes out, maybe they can tweak this watch. And looking at the specs of the watch, I measure a case diameter of exactly 39mm with a case height of 12.6. The lug to lug is 46.6 and a lug width of 20. The crown is situated just below 4 o'clock. It comes in at exactly 5.7mm. It's signed, it's screwed down and it's also loomed, and the watch offers 100 meters of water resistance, and the total weight of the watch on the supplied leather bund strap comes in at exactly 90 grams. Now I did say that I've got quite a few looks from this watch on the wrist, and that's from everyone. Everyone who's seen this has commented and saying, oh that's nice, that's really cool. I think partly to do with the actual bund strap as well as the dimensions of the watch. Coming at 39, it really has been a good experience on the wrist. I did measure a case height of 12.6, and with a bund strap you can see it's going to sit slightly high because you've got 2 layers of leather running underneath that case back. But the comfort on this strap has been absolutely superb. It's been nice, a neat experience, very adventure, very field, and I'm all for that. I've taken this watch with me to quite a few places throughout the weekend. To be honest, it's actually been a joy when I've looked down at the dial because the dial itself is extremely legible. You've got a velvet black dial with beautifully printed markers, handset. The Lume has also been excellent on this watch. It features X1, C3 and BGW9, and for a field watch, it's really surprised me. So hats off to Draken, they've done a great job not only on that dial layout, but also on that Lume. If you look at the side profile of the case, you can see they've got their branding as with all their cases, and that case shape which is their signature. And as you can see on this particular one, you've also got drilled lugs. So strap changes on this is not an issue. And inside the supplied case, the watch has also come with a nice green fabric, military style, seatbelt style strap. I've not used it on that personally because the comfort on this bund strap and the look for me has been fantastic. Now if I turn my attention to the movement of the watch, it features a Miyota 82S5 automatic with hacking and hand winding, and for those who are familiar with the movement, it beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. This one here has been running at about +8 seconds per day, so relatively accurate, pretty strong, but it would have been nice to see a 9 series in this. But I suppose trying to keep at a particular price point with the watch, manufacturers provide watches with what they think is appropriate and cost effective. And speaking of price, these watches are going to launch in April, and the pre-orders are going to come in at $349 US, which all things considered, I think that's pretty decent. Because the case itself also has a Faraday cage in it, which offers pretty decent anti-magnetic properties. Now if I turn my attention to the crystal of the watch, it's a flat sapphire crystal. It's got anti-reflective coating on the underside as well as the outer. And you can see on this watch there's a slight blue hue, which to me I would have preferred it to be clear. Although this is doing an excellent job, having AR on both sides is doing a fantastic job as far as legibility is concerned. I've had no issues. In any lighting conditions, the watch has been extremely legible. Now looking closely at the crown of the watch, as you can see it's slightly below the 4 o'clock. The knurling is fantastic. It's only 5.7mm, but you know what? It grabs really easily. Pops out, as you can see, a single click, it hacks the movement. The running seconds at 6, it stops, and you can adjust the time. We set it up, Pop it in, the movement starts. It's got hand winding. It's also got a really nice latch down experience. It grabs on, very, very smooth, latches on, and you've got 100 meters of water resistance. So functionally speaking, aesthetically speaking, I think the watch is really nice. That crown being out of the way has not interfered. The size at 39 has been a really pleasurable experience on the wrist. Now, what are the plus and minuses of this watch? And for me, looking firstly at the negatives, some might find the watch a little bit proud on that bund strap. The case itself is 12.6. At an extra several mil, it does sit a little bit high on the wrist. It's not bothered me. You're not going to tuck this under a sleeve. It's not designed for that. It's designed to be an adventurous field watch, to be easily accessible and easily seen. But that height might be a little bit proud for some people, so just mentioning it. Secondly, that sapphire crystal has got blue AR, which I'm not a real big fan of. It is doing a great job, but I just don't like that color. I would have preferred clear, because I think the character and the look of this watch is ideal. It's really inviting and attractive. And speaking of the AR, you're probably going to get a couple of fingerprints on the external surface, so be prepared for a bit of cleaning every now and then. And probably the last negative of this timepiece is that movement. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the 8 series Miyota with hacking and hand winding. I would have just personally preferred to see a 9 series in this, but again, we're dealing with a particular price point at $349 US for pre-orders with an anti-magnetic Faraday cage, quality build, good robust finishing. There's really not much to complain there. Moving away from that, what are the positives of this watch? I think the lume, the legibility, the size, the comfort has been absolutely wonderful for a sub $400 watch. It's actually been a real good experience on the wrist. Not only have I enjoyed it, but the people that have seen it on me have all commented and saying that is really nice. I like that. Watch guys, watch nerds, non-watch people, it really grabs the attention and eye. The fact that they've got 4 different options, the Vector, the Flieger, the Zulu, the Mil-Spec, that's a good variety. You can get this watch to suit your particular look or lifestyle. Another positive, the watch is offered with 2 different straps. However, like I said, I've had such a good time on this bund, I haven't bothered even using the green seat belt style yet. Let me know your thoughts guys, what you think. This is the Draken 39mm Aoraki. I hope I pronounced that right. This is the latest offering from Draken. Very tactile, very toolish. I've always enjoyed their watches, and this one here, coming in at 39 with 4 different unique looks, has been a joy on the wrist. I'll leave the links in the description. Get on there, check them out for yourselves. Stay well, be safe, and enjoy this hobby, because that's what hobbies are, meant to be enjoyed. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.